Well, hello, and welcome back, beautiful people. Your girl C Bell here, your host for Table Talk on Thursdays. A beautiful morning here in the DMV, and I hope that you guys are having one as well wherever you are. I'm excited to be here. So much is happening here at Table Talk and also Next Level and the new Builder Circle. We are live and in color over here, guys. So listen, I'm excited today because we have so many new members that have joined. We just came back from an amazing summit at the Gaylord here in the DMV. And I tell you, we had a standing room only event. I mean, so many people came out. I'm just excited about it, and I'm grateful for all of the new club members. So I want to talk a little bit today about development and how we start to do some joint ventures together. I have a special guest that's going to come on, Dr. Ericka McKnight, who is a philanthropist, a developer. She has a real estate school, ELM Real Estate School down in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she has the ELM Real Estate Brokerage in Charlotte, North Carolina as well. And she has done some amazing projects in North Carolina. So I'm just going to say, who's out here with me today? Who's rolling with your girl? I'm excited. The fall is in the air. Thankful Thursday. So what I want to do at this time is bring on my colleague, Dr. Ericka. Hi.
Hey. How are you doing?
How are you, dear?
I am blessed and highly favored. Fantastic.
Yes, you are looking awesome and marvelous and beautiful as ever. I see you are in the Academy office today. Thank you for joining the call.
No problem. You look lovely too. I'm just excited to be here. Love your energy as always.
We wake up like this. Like I woke up like this.
That's it. They not like us. They not like us.
They are not like us. We are some grateful women of God, and we are always wanting to share and give. And so I'm so grateful that you took out the time out of your very busy schedule to join us today on the call. So I want to do a little reflection moment about how we were at the Gaylord, at the girls' trip, the summit, and you were amazing. I was able to attend your segment there, and I just love the fire and the way that you shared and encourage women to get involved and to do something. Do something.
Yeah.
Can you speak to me a little bit? And I know you do this all the time.
I know. So you might have to stop me at some point because with that professor in me, I come out, and it just keeps going. So this is like, this is second nature to me about speaking. But yes, we had a fabulous time. If you missed the girls' trip, oh my gosh, you missed an amazing lineup of amazing speakers. Coach Ella and Cecelia, they put this stuff together. I don't know how they do it. I just show up. I don't, the background things going on that take a special gift, and they are gifted at what they do. But in my session, we talked about elevate your pitch. And basically, in a nutshell, I was talking to the ladies, and there was some gentlemen in the room. Shout out to the men. Okay. And I talked about how to elevate your pitch, meaning that it's me, the initials. So if anybody is looking at this right now, you can just type in the chat, me. Okay. And the me was for memorable, and the E was for elevate. Okay. Because at the end of the day, we have to put ourselves in position to be able to elevate our pitch. So you got about 3 minutes to convince someone immediately why I should either hire you, work with you, okay, or have you just in my entourage, in my circle, as we're talking about this builder circle. With our builder circle, everyone is not allowed. It's only certain ones who can speak, and it's only certain ones that are going to actually put forth the effort, the monies that's necessary to be in that circle. So how do I elevate my pitch? So we talked about that, and the women were blown away because you will find that a lot of people don't know how to pitch themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking at your bank account, or if you're just looking at your surroundings of people in your network, you have to know that that's because of your pitch. If you are not pitching properly, then what you see is what you get, basically. Okay. And so we were talking about that and how we elevate that. And we know elevate, we already know the definition. It's to take us to the next level. We're consistently climbing. And as you climb, remember, there's always something or someone trying to pull you back down. So if I'm in the penthouse, I'm not trying to come back to a regular
Mm-hmm.
room. I'm not doing a studio apartment. I'm not doing any of that because I've arrived at a certain level. So as you elevate, you have to decrease the weight. Come on, somebody. Okay.
Okay, now. Go ahead, preach, Pastor.
You have to decrease the weight in order to be lighter, to be able to excel and to elevate. And people don't understand that. And I did want to say this really quickly too. I told the ladies that you have to, just like you elevate, you have to evaluate. Every
Mm.
every season, there's different people. Everybody is not meant to be with you forever. And I know we hear that, that's kind of cliche, but you hear it, but are you still carrying that weight? Because every month
Mm.
you should be elevating in some way, shape, or form. And if you're not, then you're not in the right circle.
Oh, Dr. Ericka, you are saying some stuff today, sister. You are saying some stuff today. So let's go. Let's go here. We did this whole summit thing, and I know that you are a best-selling author, but what I love, you do so many things. It's just amazing to me how you fit all that in. But the one thing that I do want to focus on today, because I have a short period of time, is this whole development thing that you
Yes.
started, your communities that you built. And I'm like, okay, so Coach Ella, we need to go see Dr. Ericka. Okay. I need to get down there. So I'm putting it on the calendar, and she just got to close her eyes and get on the plane with me.
Not close her eyes.
She had to keep the eyes open, stay woke, as we say.
Stay woke.
All right,
Stay
stay
woke.
woke. Stay woke. Okay, so stay woke it is. So talk to me a little bit about those communities and some of the stuff that you're doing or have done in Charlotte.
Okay. Yes, my school, ELM School of Real Estate, and you can follow us anywhere on social media. That is ELM School of Real Estate. There you will find a variety of things, like Cecelia said, that I do around the world, actually. So I own properties around the world. I've built communities in several different states or whatever. But my passion and my niche started early in my real estate career. I've been licensed since 2005, and so I've had the school since 2013, and my doctorate, I have a doctorate degree and everything like that, and I'm a professor at several different colleges. So the inspiration for real estate started at my first property at 18 years old, and then it excelled from there. And so what my niche was new home sales. I loved everything about new construction, and I teach courses on that and have written courses for several states for continuing education for real estate agents, in particular pertaining to new construction. And so new construction was and still is my passion. And so I began to say, okay, since I've spent a lot of years selling new homes, I know the ins and outs. I'm connected to the right people who know how to build, who know how to bid on properties and this, that, and the other. And so that's what I started to do. And so I found some acreage and was able to capitalize on it, very inexpensive. And next thing you know, I built the homes on it. And then I solicited the counties and the government and anyone else who would give me money. Okay. Type in the chat, show me the money and find the money. Okay. Because the money is available. We're just not asking the right people. Let me say that one more time.
Oh,
The
please.
money is available. We are just not asking the right people. And they always say you got to be in the room, but are you really in the room? Because when we want it bad enough, we go where it's at. So I was where everything was happening. And I was not going to let anybody tell me no. I refused for anybody to tell me no. So I started showing up, and in that room was mostly males. Shout out to our men, because that's normally their forte. And so I felt honored to be in the room, not only with all of these men for one, but at the same time, wow, I stand out. I really stand out. And people don't really know that as developers in the whole United States, there's probably 10% women and minority in particular that actually develop. So imagine that in the world. Okay.
Didn't make
So
room.
correct. So we are few, okay? But we want many. We
Mhm.
want you to join us. And so that's what I began doing. And I started with one development. And then I went to
Mm.
and so
Mm.
after a while, just like anything in life, it becomes an addiction. And so this addiction began to build up so much that I joined partners and other people began to solicit me and say, listen, do you want to join me in building this? Do you want to join me in doing this, that, and the other? And that's where the momentum even continued till this day. And so I'm here to inspire, to edify, to uplift everyone who's watching today. To let me tell you something, I started with $100. I'll never forget it.
Mm.
100.
Mm.
Put in the
Wow.
chat $100. If you got $100 and you know how to, and somebody knows to show you to multiply that thing, then you can go to seven figures easily. Okay. But it
Mm.
takes a lot of passion. It takes a lot of drive. But the resources, I saw a quote today that said that back in the day, our ancestors did more with less money and less resources.
Mhm.
Let that be clear. They owned land. Our ancestors owned blocks. Matter of fact, communities were family inheritance.
Mhm.
And then the quote later said, we have more resources today and we make more money, but we're less educated.
Mm.
Think about that.
Okay. Yes.
Think about that. Seriously. We have so much available at our fingertips, but no one wants to put in the work.
Mm.
And then you're upset with someone else who's elevating and excelling because they chose to go for it.
To go to
When
work.
you to go to work, when you have the same access and you have the same resources, you're just not in the room.
Mm. No, are you at the table, Dr. E?
Correct.
We just opened the door for them to come to
That
the
part.
table.
That part. And guess what? I would rather spend $2,000 for you to show me how to make 50. Do the math.
Yes, I'm raising my hand to that one.
Do the math. Because the math is mathing. Because why would I want to work hard when someone else has already done the work for me?
Pave the
I
way.
just need to, they already paved the way. I just need to deposit. That's all I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And $2,000, we spend that easily. Okay, on sometimes the right things and the wrong things. And I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm here to judge your actions. I'm here to judge your motivation. I'm here to judge your temperament, your drive, your passion. Because
Mm-hmm.
maybe your passion is not lining up in the right field or in the right avenue. Maybe your passion needs to be where you know it need to be, but you're afraid to go there. So you
Mm.
do it. So do it afraid and see the outcome.
Oh wow, do it afraid. Just come on in. Just come in the door. Come on and sit down at the table. If we have developers like Dr. Ericka that have paved the way, some of them have made some mistakes, some of them have made many, but that's behind them. So we're here at the right time because we won't be making those mistakes because they're charting the course. I mean, does
Correct.
it get any more easier in my mind when I made the decision to say, okay, I don't want to do the buy and drive people around and da da da. I want to do this right here. This seems more, it feels good to me because we're changing people's lives in a different way, and especially with the affordable housing initiative, the
Correct.
workforce housing initiative. Some of the things that we're going to do over the next year, especially if somebody gets in office. I'm just saying, keep your thoughts to yourself. It's going to be so much that we can do together, one lot, one block at a time, and building this thing together. Because some of our people, they need the Dr. Erickas. A lot of us do, and so we have to go back and help those that maybe not saying it that way because no one's ever invited them to the table, and now they're going to sit at the table because we're going to make sure they do. And it's our job, those of us that have got over here across the street, it's our job to go back and get them. If Dr. Ericka is raising me up and Coach raised me up, it's my job to go back and raise somebody else too, and we all win together.
That's right.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can you. We can only win together. I'm successful because the people behind the scenes, everyone sees me. Okay, but I can't do this alone. And I would
Mhm.
rather not do it alone. But guess what? I have to build for my legacy. I have to build for my family. And so I'm not going to allow anyone who's stagnant to come along my journey. Some people, you have to drop them off where they at.
Ouch.
Some of y'all need to put that in the chat right now. Let them off. Just drop them off. Okay.
Drop them off. Do we,
And let
can
them
we
be mad. Because guess what? I'd rather you be mad than me be broke. Let me say that again. I'd rather you be mad than me be broke. It's you or I against the world. That's how this works. So therefore, I'm not going to allow anything to come into my way. And I want people to know that this is not an overnight success. It's just like planting a seed. You got to water it and keep watering it and keep watering it. Now, some success is instant, but it's a process. And a lot of people stop in the middle of the process. How many of you right now can say you stopped in the middle of the process, but now you see that the plane has lifted? So
Mm.
you got in early because now you're going to pay more. That's what people don't understand. We sacrifice the moment yet to have to pay more later. And that's
Mm.
not what you're supposed to. You need to get in when the good is good, getting good, as they say. And you need to get in the beginning because it's something about the beginning of a thing. Okay.
Mhm.
And so as we do this journey in the development realm, like Cecelia mentioned, you can get all kind of affordable housing. And imagine you being not only the builder, but you're the listing agent and you're the buyer's agent.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
somebody put in the chat, you got 3 checks.
Oh, 3 checks. 3 checks
3 checks for you. For you. If
for
that's the way
you.
you design it, you're the developer, the listing agent, and the buyer's agent. You got 3 checks.
Three
And
checks.
I'll wait for somebody to do the math on it. Because if we do looking at a home at 350,000, do the math at 6%. And then do
Mm.
the development side at another 10%. Okay, do the math. I ain't gonna give it to you, but that's what I'm telling you. That's the kind, and it is about the money
Mhm.
because money moves everything.
Yes.
Okay, money creates status.
Mm.
Money creates success. And why are you doing it if you don't want to make no money?
Mm. And it's
I mean,
okay, Dr. E, right? It's okay to
why
say,
is
yes,
it okay?
I'm that girl.
Correct. But why is it okay for everybody else to make money? Why is it okay for you to give other people your money, but you don't want to make money? Make it
Mm.
make it doesn't. It's not adding up. So you don't apologize for your success. I'm very unapologetic for where I'm at. And as I
Mm.
explained, you follow me. I got receipts, as I tell Cecelia and them all the time. You follow me, you will see my track record. I don't have to
Mm.
make it.
Mm. I love it.
It's all out there for people to see. So I'm saying to you today, if you're asking me, Dr. Ericka, how do I start? You start right now. So you
Mm-hmm.
start right now in the builder circle. Because I tell you, in that builder circle, there's so many of us. There's a wealth of knowledge. There's a wealth of information that is available at your fingertips. All we ask you do is participate. That's it.
Participate. I like that.
Participate. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. And participate is an action. And it has an ION on the end because it's continuously moving. So if you
Mm.
don't continuously move and be in action, then you don't want to be in the builder circle.
Mm.
People are going to make you move. It's an action circle.
It's an action, so and it's not for everyone. You need to
Correct.
come ready with the right mindset. You need
Yes.
to come ready knowing that it's going to take some time out of your day. You can't go home at 5, watch the news at 6, eat dinner, and go to bed. You're going to have to put in work. I mean, sweat equity. You're going to have to make the phone calls. You're going to have to be at different locations. Like you said, you got to be in the room, rubbing elbows with the people that are at the room. You said there's a bunch of men in here, and I'm pretty much the only female, and I like it. I like because you know what? They all, hopefully, most of them, if all of them, want to see you succeed. They
Yes.
want
Yes.
to help Dr. Eric and anybody else, any of us, get to the other side of the street. Because you know what? Those that are really into it, somebody help them.
Yes.
Somebody help them. And people need to give back, Dr. E. Like what you're doing right here. You're sharing how your successes have turned into because
Uh-huh.
you put in the work. You
Yeah.
didn't do the 5 and then go home and sit down. You went to work.
No,
You
you
went
have
to
to.
work.
You have to work. It's and a lot of us. Yeah, when you tired, you sit down and you take a rest. Okay, but rest means rest. That means just for a moment. You're not sleep. Okay, you're
Right.
taking a rest.
All
So
right.
you rest, like when you're on the highway, they have rest areas. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
You take a risk, but then you get right back at it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have to build. You have to continue to build. And a lot of people don't want to build. They want to come in when the success is done. And that's
Mm-hmm.
not fair to the people who have paved the way for you. And all I'm saying is that this builder circle and everything that I teach at the colleges and everything that I've done, I've built the platform. And all we're saying is that we want you to invest. If you don't invest in anything, then you won't feel as though later it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
the truth.
So, Dr.
Okay. And you pay for the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and the experience of those who are in the room. That's why you're paying what you pay. And if you're saying that, oh, it's too expensive, then okay, wait until you have it.
Yes, but okay, if not now, when?
And
I,
that would be and that's a wonderful question to ask the individual. If not now, when?
yes.
Okay. Because there always is a way. Why? Ask some questions. Okay, I see that it's $1,500 to join, but can I do this? Can I give this amount and I pay 3 payments of this, or I pay 4 payments of that? Anything. It's your motivation. You never know who you're talking to. So pick up the phone and call the person and say, okay, can I do it in installments? I really want to get in. Because
Mm-hmm.
the next time around, it may be $2,500, it may be $4,500. And
Mm-hmm.
then now you have to fend for that money. So now is the time to act. Now is the time to move and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. Because guess what? If you don't, then you'll be thinking about why you didn't.
Right. And then as we move the needle, which we are moving the needle as we speak, then you look back and go, wow, I wish I should have, could have, would have. And
Correct.
there's no reason to do that. Reasons or results, you can't have both.
No, nope. And you can't have excuses and then pitfalls at the same time. Your excuses are part of your pitfalls, vice versa. So if you have to start making now and right decisions on your future and on your behalf. We see the way the world is going. There's always something going on. Okay. And so if everything crashes, what do you have as a resource? That
Mm.
life is real. And everybody wants this instant gratification to feel good now. Okay. But if that's your desire, cool. But we are looking future tense. We're looking generations upon generations upon generations. Okay.
Yeah,
And that's the movement. That's the movement that's currently taking place.
that is the movement, Dr. And so many of us have said, I get this. I'm thinking about my children, their children. I'm thinking about my retirement. I'm thinking about my legacy. I'm thinking about when I don't want to work anymore like this. I want to get off that wheel. Then if you do stuff now, then it pays a return unto you, back to you. But you have to get started somewhere.
Correct. Absolutely. And this is why people are thriving.
Yeah.
And I go to work when I get ready. And if I choose not to go to work, I don't go to work. And matter of fact, I'm at a place in my life to where I said I'm only going to do things 2 days a week. How about that?
Okay.
And
Okay.
the rest because I've done what I needed to do and I built my machine, I call it my locomotive, how I built it, it pays me. So I'm not going to be out here stressing, just like how you did my introduction. People always say, how do you do all what you do? Because I'm strategic. Okay.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
everybody has a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, then you don't have a roadmap. You don't have a blueprint. You don't know where you're going. So I determined a long time ago that I am going to work smart, not harder.
Yes, smart, not
Smart,
hard.
not harder. And I'm not going to lose not an ounce of sleep behind something I have no control over. So a lot of you are control freaks. That's what it is. And you need to
Mhm.
take your
Release.
hands off of it. Take your hands off of it because it's not benefiting you. You can't be healthy and successful at the same time unless you have a strategy.
Mm.
Never want to look like what you're going through. You never want to look like what you're dealing with. No, because guess what? Your perception and how you show up
Mhm.
demands and commands the room. And if
Mhm.
you look tired and if you look stressed out and you look worn out, then nobody's going to want to buy from you. Nobody's going to want to work alongside you. That's not what I want. I'm not going to sacrifice my health behind wealth. No, they go together.
Your health is your wealth, right?
Correct. Absolutely. They go together. And people have to know that they coexist together. And the only way to do that is to start where you're at and say, this is how much I can handle on my plate right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get speaking engagements 365 days a year. There's no way I can do all of them. So
Mm-hmm.
guess what? I pick and choose where I'm going to be and what I'm doing. I can't do it all.
I love
And some like it, some don't. But guess what? My health is my wealth. Okay. And I'm not cheap either. I'm not affordable either. I don't want to be neither one of those things.
you know, I saw
What I want to be is my worth and my value. That
Mhm.
determines the access. So
So,
my worth and value is not going to be inexpensive and it's not going to be affordable.
and we have to know what that is, Dr. E. We have to know what our worth and our value is, because some of us don't. Some of
Correct.
us don't. And you was talking about leaving folks behind. Some people, everybody can't go. We
Nope.
can't go. So
Nope.
anyway, I like it. I could just talk to you for hours, and like we did at the after party. We had a great time, and we just kind of unpacked the events and how people did things and what we thought. And I'm thinking about what I can do different, what I can do better. Let me listen to Dr. Ericka. I know she got something to say that's gonna make some sense in my head, and I'm gonna implement that into my business. And the one thing that I know you probably do and have done for years is you assess, you reassess, and then you move out.
That's it.
You take
Yep.
action.
Yep.
And that's the only way that you could be where you are. And then, even looking at myself, had I not taken action years ago when I fired my boss and says, I'm out of this camp, I told
Period.
myself, I said, not all birds are meant to be caged, so I got to
Come on.
fly.
Come on. Look at where you are now. And I want to tell everybody is that this ain't this this is not built for the weak. Okay, let me say that again. Put it in the chat. This ain't built for the weak. And what I mean weak, okay, is that if you're looking to be a people pleaser, success is going to be hard for you. Okay.
Mm,
Because many won't like you for their own personal reasons, and you
mm,
are not there to figure that out. That's a
mm,
personal problem with them. So what I'm saying to you is that you want people to respect you. That's what you want to see, is the respect. Because when people respect you, they value you, they know your worth, and they want you around. Okay?
you do.
And
Oh, that's
they know they can't use you, and they know they can't misuse you or mistreat you. So know that this is a lonely road, and that's okay. Because if you got God and you got that circle around you, my family, friends, my kids, if you have these people around you that continue to pour into you and uplift you, and you travel and you do self-care and take vacation time, you will be just fine. Just know that it's lonely at the top, as they say. It's not as crowded.
the vacation time is something that I always put on my calendar. I have to be out. I have to just have that time to unwind and unpack and refocus. And so that's something that I am very, very into. So that
Yeah.
closing remarks for my audience today. Closing remarks. Give them some. Yes, just something real quick.
Okay, closing remarks. I just want to once again thank Coach Ella and Cecelia for having me on here today. But I just want to leave you guys with just some additional motivation to say that you are good and you will be successful in anything that you put your mind to do. And I know you have heard it time and time again, but once you really embrace that and once you really believe that to yourself, and you affirm it every day, you have to consistently affirm everything about yourself every single day, and know that God has placed me on this earth and I wake up another day in order to be successful. Okay, there is another day, another opportunity, and another way to take your life and your family and whomever else to the next level. And you have to just go out and get it. We can't do it for you. Okay. And you don't want us to do it for you because it's designed for you. Your life is set up and designed for you to be successful. And if that's what you want, go out and achieve it and get along board with those who are already doing it.
Dr. Ericka McKnight, philanthropist, developer, educator, coach, School of Real Estate, and so much more. God bless you, my sister. I can't wait to connect with you again, and I will see you in Charlotte at some time, some
I'm
point
sure
in the
you
near
will.
future.
And okay, everybody have a wonderful day and much success to you. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Bye for now. Love you,
Bye.
lady. Bye bye. Bye bye. God bless you, sister. Bye bye.
Bye.